So the first day of Kwanzaa is coming to a close. Although the holiday is celebrated around the world, many people don't know what Kwanzaa is. So our Marissa Cummings joins us in the studio to outline Kwanzaa and how to celebrate it. Marissa.
That's right, Mackenzie. Kwanzaa is a 7-day event. It's meant to help celebrate the African American culture and community.
It represents a principle. There's unity, self-determination, collective responsibility,
Cooperative economics, a sense of purpose, creativity, and faith.
While Kwanzaa does draw from African culture, it started in the United States.
By Dr. Karanga, who was an African American history professor at California State University, and it began in 1966.
And according to a local leader in the Black community, Evelyn Cooper, Kwanzaa wasn't widely acknowledged in Corpus Christi until the 2000s, when she first hosted a citywide celebration.
We wanted to bring it to the community to focus on community unity.
And she's bringing it to the community once again.
There will be singing, there will be African dance. We'll spotlight African American owned businesses in our community.
Cooper says she hosts this event to keep the tradition of Kwanzaa alive and educate a younger generation.
So that they know that it's not just about the things that they're familiar with, but there's a deeper and a broader meaning.
Even if you aren't African American, Cooper says she welcomes anyone to join the celebration to learn and have fun.
The Kwanzaa Bash will be held at the Ovill Williams Center on December 28th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Mackenzie?
All right, thank you, Marissa.